that. But Connie, I want to bring you in because Ohio, to me, seems super important as sort of a litmus test for how intense the abortion issue remains for the electorate, both Republican, Independent, and Democrat. Let me play you the closing arguments from both sides in Ohio. Take a listen.
Issue 1 would allow an abortion at any time during a pregnancy, and it would deny parents the right to be involved when their daughter is making the most important decision of her life.
Here in Ohio, the state is trying to ban abortion even in cases of rape. When I hear that, all I can think of is, what if it's my daughter? That's why I'm voting yes on 1, to stop government from passing these extreme abortion bans.
Connie, how's this looking in Ohio?
Well, you know, they can still vote for, look, I'm looking at my clock. It's 7:12, polls close at 7:30. Anybody who's still in line, please vote. We don't want to discourage anybody from doing it. I'm very optimistic, I have to say. Early voting is higher than it was in August. And you know what happened in August with issue 1. At that time, they had to vote no. This time, they have to vote yes. All these different ways around this. And it looks like voter turnout will exceed August. This is tentative, right? I keep looking at my phone as you all were talking because people sending me numbers. I've been optimistic about this all along, however. If this does not pass, all it means is that the language was so confusing deliberately by Republicans, excluding much of the language of the bill. That's the only way that this will be defeated, but I'm feeling that that's not going to happen tonight.
And you make a really good point, and I'm going to come back to you on this, Basil, but let me play Glenn Youngkin, because the issue of abortion, Republicans caught the car. They're the dog that caught the car. But they haven't figured out how to make themselves not look like they want to do the Handmaid's Tale, which, let's just clear, a lot of them want to do the Handmaid's Tale. Here's Glenn Youngkin. Essentially, he is trying to sell a national 15-week abortion ban on the basis of what happens in Virginia. Here's his closing argument.
We've been completely straightforward and clear. I will back a bill to protect life at 15 weeks. I really feel that this is a moment for us to come together around reasonable limits where we can protect life at 15 weeks. As we entered this cycle, I had pulled together leadership and said, I think we should progress a bill that protects life at 15 weeks. The candidates that are all running have all agreed this is the bill that they would progress.
Is this a powerful message Democrats are missing out on? I mean, the fact that Glenn Youngkin has sort of slid in under the radar, not seeming as extremist, but he book banned before DeSantis, and now he's like, hey, national abortion ban starting in Virginia.
And Republicans were talking about what happens if Trump goes by the wayside, gets arrested, imprisoned. This might be our guy coming forward. Maybe we can do a swap. I do think, to Michael's point earlier, it's an opportunity for Democrats to really message this very strongly, because you have also a speaker who wants to do everything that states are doing across the country. So we've got to talk with a greater sense of urgency around this that I do hear, but I'm concerned that a lot of parts of the party are not hearing.
Michael, let's go to Mississippi real quick. The Brett Favre using money that was intended for the poor to build his daughter a cool sports edition for herself or whatever, for her volleyball career. Does that end up hurting him enough that Elvis's nephew can win?
That's a good question. How does that translate for folks? To be honest, just stepping away from it and being this far, I don't think it will really factor for a lot of those voters. There hasn't been a lot of blowing up around that. It was a scandal. I think that's kind of
there's blowing up about it, though, my brother. They're blowing up about it. It's hurt his popularity. It's made him very unpopular, Tate Reeves.
Yeah, but the question is, how does that then translate into votes? Donald Trump is unpopular, but national polls have him beating Joe Biden. So, I'm not gonna base, my experience in politics, I'm not gonna base how a campaign is gonna turn out around who's unpopular. What I'm gonna base it on is how Reeves and Presley are managing their ground game and how they're managing the vote and who they're turning out. Are they turning out voters who see Reeves as unpopular? Are they taking advantage of his unpopularity among Republicans and using that to their advantage? So, I think, again, smart tactics at this stage in this national election, because this is part of the national election, Joy, that. Absolutely. So smart tactics at this stage at every level is critically important. And those of us in the democracy space have
I mean, he's not winning in most of these swing state polls. Is that something Democrats should be concerned about a year out, in your view?
Well, you just answered it. It's a year out. And I want to say something else. Duncan, no Democrat thought he was a moderate. No Democrat ever thought Mike DeWine was a moderate. This is a national narrative that occurs too often. Mike DeWine had a few months during COVID, but I have covered this administration. I've covered him for years. I've covered state Republicans for 2 decades. There is not a moderate among them at this point. And we are talking about controlling women's bodies. And if anyone, I was listening to another network briefly this evening, suggesting that this election will be over and then everybody's going to be calm and forget about it. They are so underestimating the rage of women, not just the compassion we have for other women, but the rage we are feeling that here I am at age 66, telling men still that they have no business trying to control women's bodies. You have not begun to see what we are capable of in this presidential race.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of the numbers out of Ohio that the percentage of people who are angry about Roe v. Wade being overturned is something like 40%, and those who are just dissatisfied is like 20. It's like 7 in 10 are either angry or dissatisfied, but angry is the highest number. Connie Schultz, Michael Steele, Basil Smykel, thank you all very much.
So toast to all my miserable failures. I'll never see your beautiful face again. If you forget me, my sweet, and tear all of the pictures and the letters too, and let them fall in the streets and the doorways. On this wind blows my love to you. On this wind blows my love to you.
Open your mouth wide. The universe is silent. While the ocean blooms, it's what keeps me alive. So why does this still hurt? Don't blow your mind with wine. remember me happily by the rose bush laughing, bruises on my chin. The time when you counted every black car passing your house beneath the hill, and up until someone caught us in the kitchen with maps, a mountain range, a piggy bank, a vision too removed to mention. Please remember me fondly. I heard from someone you're still pretty, and then they went on to say that the pearly gates had such eloquent graffiti like we'll meet again, and fuck the man, and tell my mother not to worry, and angels with their great handshakes, but always done in such a hurry. And please remember me at Halloween, making fools of all the neighbors, our faces painted white. By midnight we'd forgotten one another, and when the morning came I was ashamed. Although now it seems so silly that season left the world, and in return now you're lit up by the city. Remember me mistakenly from the window of the tallest tower, calls passing by much too high. See the empty road at happy hour leave and resonate. It's like to be around the whole remember me finally. And all my uphill clawing, my dear. And if I may, pearly gaze, I do my best to make a drawing of God.
I don't know where I am going,
An angel kissing on
but I got you by my side. You're